Browns' Shedeur Sanders should learn from Myles Garrett's speeding accident. Many teams passed on Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders in the 2025 NFL Draft because of how he has acted in the past, but the Cleveland Browns decided to take a chance on him. And he is not off to the best start that he could be in first year in the league. The rookie quarterback was cited on Tuesday morning for driving 101 miles per hour in a 60 zone on I-71 in Strongsville, Ohio. This could remind Browns fans of one of their star players a few years ago. Defensive superstar Myles Garrett was driving with a passenger back in 2022 when he lost control and flipped the car 3 times. If he had not had his seatbelt on, he could have sustained much more serious injuries than he did, or worse. This accident came about because Garrett was speeding, which is the 7th time he was cited for driving over the speed limit. He has not been in trouble behind the wheel since then, so Sanders could learn a thing or two from his teammate. Sanders has a great opportunity in Cleveland with how uncertain the quarterback situation is. The team has 5 on the roster, but none of them are the solidified starter. Many think he should at least be the team's QB2 going into the 205 season. If he can learn from his mistakes and slow down on the roads, he could have a very good chance of becoming the Browns' starting quarterback in his rookie season. Shedeur Sanders is no stranger to headlines. The talented quarterback, son of Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, is already a symbol of potential and swagger, confident, ambitious, and poised to leave a legacy in the NFL. Drafted by the Cleveland Browns, he now carries the hopes of a franchise, seeking long-term success. But as his star rises, there's a cautionary tale waiting for him in the same city, one that arrived in the form of twisted metal and a miracle of survival. In 2022, Browns star defensive end Myles Garrett made national news, not for a sack or a highlight reel tackle, but for a near-tragic car accident. He lost control of his Porsche while speeding down a rural road in Medina County. The car flipped multiple times. Garrett and a female passenger were fortunate to walk away with only minor injuries. But the incident offered a harsh reminder that talent and fame don't make you invincible. Shedeur should take note. Not just as a young man with access to fast cars and faster fame, but as someone who now bears responsibility, not only for his performance on the field, but also for the example he sets off of it. Speed can be seductive. There's something about speed, whether it's on the field or on the open road, that whispers power and control. For athletes like Shedeur Sanders and Myles Garrett, speed is a tool of their trade. In football, it's measured in split-second decisions and 40-yard dash times. Off the field, it becomes a temptation, often experienced through luxury vehicles capable of hitting 100 miles per hour in a matter of seconds. But the rush of speed can quickly turn into a blur of flashing lights, spinning metal, and life-altering consequences. Garrett's accident, though not fatal, was a sobering wake-up call. It was a moment that asked, what if things had gone differently? Shedeur, still new to the NFL spotlight, must understand that each decision off the field carries just as much weight as a decision under center. Driving fast may seem harmless, even fun. But it only takes one curve, one misjudgment, one squirrel crossing the road to turn horsepower into heartbreak. The weight of a city. Myles Garrett is a leader in the Browns' locker room, a former #1 overall pick, a defensive cornerstone, and a man whose actions ripple through a fan base. After his accident, questions weren't just about his health, but his judgment. Was he reckless? Was he being irresponsible? Shedeur is stepping into a similar spotlight, though from the offensive side. If he succeeds, he could be the face of the franchise for the next decade. But leadership doesn't begin with press conferences or touchdown celebrations. It begins with choices, especially when no one's watching. A quarterback's responsibilities extend beyond the huddle. Young fans imitate their heroes. Teammates look for stability. Coaches need reliability. Owners invest millions in more than a throwing arm. They invest in character. A single accident can jeopardize all of that. Garrett's accident was a lesson in accountability. He admitted to speeding, faced consequences, and returned with humility. Shedeur should take that lesson now, not after a mistake.